All right, what's going on, man? It's your boy DJ MLK, Groundhouse of Hood Rich, checking in. You know, official DJ for the King himself, T.I. You know what I'm saying? Mr. DJ 5 plus, you know, I'm at 5 plus 6 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Also known as Mr. Because I don't exist in Atlanta, but, you know, it not just target around the whole nightlife thing, but, you know, just pretty much letting you know that money don't sleep, you know, everybody up. You know what I'm saying? Throughout each city, whether you know, Atlanta, Cali, you know, any area code.
All right. Okay. So, what sparked your interest in wanting to be a DJ?
Interest wise, I mean, I'm gonna say that's a broad question because it's kind of like something that was, I guess, that was just given. It was like a given talent. I mean, my dad was a well-known mobile DJ, and you know, it was just something I was around 24/7. So it wasn't like it was forced on me, but it was like, you know, this it's like, okay, I could start anytime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you kind of grew into it.
Yeah.
So when into DJing, and what kind of style would you say you have as a DJ?
Style wise, I'm gonna say I'm not so much of course the art of DJing, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not so much as I would say a turntablist or whatever, but I do have, you know what I'm saying, the art form, you know, for a DJ where I know reading crowds and this and the third, but just I play everything from dance, pop, hip hop, reggae, you know, but I'm known for playing a lot of, you know, new music or whatever, but style wise, I mean, you could put me in the hip hop category, but you know, just from the venues that I DJ in, the crowd ranges from, you know, all aspects or whatever, you know. So, but what style wise, I could say hip hop, you know what I'm saying, but not. I want to box myself in and say that I'm in the turntablist world, you know what I'm saying. Even though I salute and, you know, and respect, you know, all different forms, you know, of DJs out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you're open to play any kind of venue in the sense of you play house music, pop music, any hip hop, anything at any kind of venue.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. All right. Our next question. Do you remember? Can you tell us a time, like maybe when your best event that you ever done that really stands out to you to this day?
That's uh I'm gonna say my most memorable is on some off the top of my head. My first time, you know, RP DJ AM. You know what I'm saying? My first, that was like memorable because that was my first time me and him DJ together, but also my first time, you know, uh, meeting Jay Z or whatever. And what made it so crazy was that Jay Z was bringing T.I. out or whatever and on his set, but it was a cue point. T.I. was coming out to bring him out or whatever, and Jay Z cue line was, "Yo, it's hard to yell, you know, when the gun barrel in your mouth," and it's supposed to be the cue point for me to bring in Tip and play Bring Him Out. But at the same time, DJ AM, I was plugging into his stuff. DJ AM laptop, you know, was about to go out. You know what I'm saying? And I'll probably say, man, it happened for a reason. I'm probably within the split second of Jay-Z cue point line coming in, you know, AM laptop just came on right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Like instant. You know what I'm saying? And it was, I was like, you know, like, wow. I mean, it was like right on cue, like the time frame that Jay-Z did his line and Tip was right there on stage. But if anything else had failed, you know, it would have been a total mess up. You know what I'm saying? But it just, all the, you know, key factors, you know what I'm saying? Me meeting AM, you know what I'm saying? Meeting Jay-Z, you know, that's probably like, you know, just the only thing that's just like time frame with me on my DJ timeline, like on some, you know, that stick out.
Yeah, that's perfect timing, and it was a great event for you.
Yeah, it was actually, yeah, that was You know, it's the powerhouse. The powerhouse in Philly, I think. I could be wrong, but yeah, that was just it was crazy, but you know, it was just it was a good, great moment. But you know, I think about it, you know, on a regular basis.
All right. So with advancement of technology, now we have DJing with vinyl and digital. What do you prefer when you DJ? When it comes down to your equipment that you use?
I mean, I prefer you know some Pioneer CDJs, you know, and a rain mixer. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much my you know just standard. That's what I request. If I'm being booked anywhere, rider wise, you know, I prefer the rain and two CDJs or 1,000 or 800s. You know, just comfortable and just most venues in Atlanta and other cities I use in, like some venues carry both. They have the techniques, you know, the 1200s, you know what I'm saying, the turntables, and they have, you know, the CDJs. But I just know 90% of the venues that I'm in, I'm more comfortable with are, you know what I'm saying, the setup wise, CDJs, you know, and a rain mixer, and we can rock and roll.
All right.
Because, you know, it also just, it just make, you know, as DJs, you know, switching out more. Because if you got like a regular mixer that you got to plug the Serato box in, you know, you got to, you know, swap out this, that, and the third, but you got the standard rain mixer or whatever, you know, the T, it just make everything more smooth. You know what I'm saying?
All right, yeah. So do you bring your own equipment or they provide you with equipment normally at a venue?
I mean, certain venues, they tell me just to bring my CDJs and know they got the mixer, but other ones set up already there. You know, just come in, plug my laptop up, and go to work.
All right. So, how would you define the job of a DJ to someone that asks you what's the actual job of a DJ?
Well, that's a good question. Um, I mean, we're the quarterback, man. I mean, somebody asks me, you know, I get asked that a lot, and I'm gonna say, I mean, we're the quarterback. We control everything. I mean, we control everything in the venue, whether the people going to the bar, uh, to buy some drinks, you know, whether they go stay in, whether they go leave, you know, but also just my personal view, I look at myself, you know, as I'm a preacher. You know, the club is a church. You know what I'm saying? And if your sermon is cool, you have a good night. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And if you're a good preacher in your venue, in your church, you know what I'm saying? Whether the crowd get down or get low, you know, you go better, you know, pick them back up. But we control everything. You know what I'm saying? No, we control everything in there. You know what I'm saying?
You're controlling the whole vibe. You're making people. Yeah, you're controlling the vibe. Getting people involved, making them spend, give money.
You know, I mean, you know, because my big thing, I tell people all the time. I mean, life without music, what would you have? You know what I'm saying? It's a mood thing to people. You know, music, you know, put people in certain moods, and a person hears a certain song, you know, but when you're in a club, when you just got them all at once, everything is just, all the moves are mixing, you know, but everybody, you know, so, you know, you gotta just know the eye, but, you know, at the same time, you control everything, you know, whatever song you're about to play next, whatever, you know. I'm pretty sure you've been in a venue, and you could be drunk or whatever, not even tipsy, but that record can mess up your buzz, or it can make your buzz, you know, a little better, and we're gonna go to the bar again. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, you want to keep spending more money because you're just enjoying yourself so much.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or you make this drink. You know, the music may be terrible. You know what I'm saying? But you might just drinking just to get through your night, but you just leave because you're not having a good time. The music, you know, you just ain't feeling it. You know.
All right. Yeah. So you like to be the one to really you like to be involved with the crowd and stuff. You want to bring out their passion and stuff and let them enjoy themselves.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, you just gotta have the eye. I mean, me just in a venue and paying attention to the crowd, being a crowd reader and knowing what's pretty much dominant. And I like, me personally as a DJ, I love pleasing, the women, but at the same time, you just gotta, like, their professionalism as a DJ, you just gotta know what's dominant in the venue for, sprinkling records around, see what's most, it's this and that. But, just knowing the crowd control and knowing that type of venue in. Like, some venues, they straight radio. Like, you gotta play just top 40, you gotta play the hits. You can't dib and dab and play indie and undergroundish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you just gotta know those things. You know what I'm saying? And that's when the factor of, like, if you're a real DJ, professional out, that's when that factor kick in. Whether you're open or closing or whether you're doing it all night, and knowing, just reading the crowd and just knowing, what you got in front of you.
Right then. So, with the advancement of technology, do you think has been positive? Do you think technology has been a positive or has a negative impact on DJing as a whole?
I mean, I guess it's a good problem because, me personally, I don't let I use Serato, and I know some guys that use Serato, and they didn't got so spoiled by it that they don't even they just using their cue points. They're not even actually manual queuing it up or nothing. They just using their damn keyboard, using their laptop, just pressing buttons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So they're not really involved.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they didn't got spoiled, but at the same time with me, you got to look at it that before that, you had actual vinyl, you had tapes, and, and carrying around CD bags. You know what I'm saying? And also, you got, DJ just popping up out of nowhere, because they got a laptop, and, they got, the program, they just. So, I mean, to me, it's a good problem. You know what I'm saying? You get the advantages of it, you know what I'm saying, for as a DJ, we can come set up quicker in the club, I can say that. But on the disadvantage side, like, it didn't got spoiled, man. You can just, pressing buttons and, you know what I'm saying? You really can't, take it away from the actual art form. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not actually being a DJ in a sense. They're just being someone that's just pressing buttons all night.
Yeah. I mean, they got so many damn gadgets now, man. You can just, little plug-ins. You can just press a button. You know what I'm saying? Little triggers and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So they just press a key on a laptop and it'll blend everything together.
Yeah. You got certain programs where it'll blend for you, and I mean, which is good if you're a new upcoming DJ. I mean, that program is good for you. You know what I'm saying? But a real DJ. You can hear a beat, you can hear a BPM, you can hear a tempo and know what would go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you would know, and pretty much that's me. Like I don't have no set as a DJ. I just go enough once I feel the room that I know I'm in, I just go. I mean, because I know I'll have a crowd. Like I know, what's what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you just see it as people that they're not really. They're kind of, in a sense, they're not really learning how to be a DJ. They're just taking advantage of technology. So their whole aspect of thinking that they're a DJ is not really that. Their mindset is not actually like set up straight. They're just thinking of the easiest way that they could be a DJ and get the job done and get paid.
Man. I mean, they're pretty much looking at the fun of it. You know what I'm saying? Some people, like, it's a profession. Like, I ain't never had a 9 to 5. Like, I'm just now, I could say, is making the final connection, the final points. With me, you actually turn it into a career. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, nowadays, they looking at, okay, he DJ for blah, 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 but they don't know the actual, the grind. You know what I'm saying? Like, a person just not going to hire you, you know what I'm saying, just because. But nowadays, they'll just put you in the venue, you know what I'm saying, just awesome name dropping, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, you're not a DJ, you got a laptop, you got Serato, all right, come on. And the person don't have no knowledge, you know what I'm saying, of DJing or whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Just playing records. You know.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's why I say, you know, it's a good problem.
So you think people are just like being ignorant to the fact that they should take the time to learn stuff, and they're just taking advantage of technology, and they aren't really learning the art form?
Man, pretty much. I know. I mean, a lot. I mean, I know a lot. I mean, you know, and you know, I mean, and it's sad. I mean, I know a bunch. Like, they think it easy. I mean, I know a bunch of people. They're like, yo, man, I can DJ, man, I can put some records together and blah blah blah. But they don't be knowing. Okay, nowadays, you know, people they'll plug the MP3 player up. You know what I'm saying? And you DJ from your iPod. It just be so much crazy stuff, but it be like, I mean, you know, you can't knock it if it sells. Fuck it. But at the same time, you know, you got to look at it without us, some of these artists wouldn't exist because we are the ones that have to play their record. You know what I'm saying? And you know, these up and coming, just jumping in the game, they don't know about conferences with artists and you know what I'm saying, like actually, you know what I'm saying, like the small stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know that you know they take it. They don't know what a hook versus hook is, and you don't know how to play a whole song. You know, they don't be knowing the small stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know,
their interest is more on the quick fame and the little limelight, but they're not actually taking the time to learn the artist's music, to learn where to actually mix the stuff properly. They're just looking at it at the hindsight for the quick advantages.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They just looking at all the glitz and the glam. You know, I'm DJing in this particular venue and I'm in here, but end of the day, if you don't have no somewhat of name or whatever, and you know that goes on a lot. I do know that. Like, you know, it's a lot of venues that are popular, and if you're in a certain city, and the DJ may want to be in that venue just because it's popping, the promoter is popular, and you could be DJing there, but if you haven't put no mixtapes out, you haven't, you know what I'm saying, did some kind of grind on your own, just trying to brand yourself, like you pretty much a nobody. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then the promoter can pay you how you want to pay you. You know what I'm saying? Because all of a sudden, because you just want to be in the venue, you really don't care what he give you. You just want, okay, I DJ at this venue, but you know what I'm saying? He can pay you $50. You know what I'm saying? Because the promoter himself, he's a real promoter. You know whether you're a DJ that people know, you have a following. You know what I'm saying? This and the third, you didn't put in work. You know, other artists know of you. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're not looking at that part. They just, oh man, I DJed at Live, I DJed at Play, I DJed at Velvet, blase, and they were like, who was DJing there? But you know, and that DJ who's in there, he just know how to play records. You know what I'm saying? So
the promoters aren't really. Sometimes these promoters are just in it for the. They're not actually. They don't want. They try to undercut it in the sense of getting just some local cheap DJ instead of getting a quality DJ that can actually.
Yeah, I mean, but it could be both from both ends. You know what I'm saying? You know, it could be from both ends. Like, you know, the DJ, that particular new DJ may just have a relationship, you know, with that, you know, have a plug to that club owner, you know, but I know where I'm in Atlanta, and it's a promoter then DJ. You know, a lot like New York. New York is DJ then promoter. You know what I'm saying? Like here in Atlanta, the promoters, like, they know. Like the significant promoters in Atlanta, they know who's getting it in. They know what DJ is being used. You know what I'm saying? They know what DJ has a following, what DJ promotes at his venues that he's at. And when he's in the venue, they, you know what I'm saying? They know who has a following, like from the Facebook to put the mixtapes out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know. You know what I'm saying? And some they'll have the ones that, man, they just cheat. So they go the small route with getting a DJ that's not in the system. Not in the system, he's not being used by other significant promoters. He's not, you know what I'm saying? He just, like, people don't fuck with him like that. Okay, but you know, he's just a regular DJ. You know what I'm saying? You know,
he's just a generic.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, they'll go that route. You know what I'm saying? And that generic DJ, all he is, he just spends some records. He don't really, he's not in the streets. He's not really, putting that work in. But I can't knock him because, you know what I'm saying, he's, he got the same letters in front of his name as mine, but he put that work in, and, you know what I'm saying, he don't have that, you know what I'm saying, he don't have that spunk, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he doesn't have that same drive and passion that the DJ
like
have at an event.
You know what I'm saying? So, I just be like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? But hey, shit, man, for sales, fuck it, man, his life, man, shit happens, that's what I tell him.
All right, so our next question, what's your, opinion on the state of music, as in, mainstream, underground, independent, internet? How do you think has the whole new, how, the internet and the whole advancement of technology affected the whole spectrum of it, from mainstream to the underground internet? How is, the tables turned over the years for you?
I'm gonna say pretty much, I just noticed, from when I be in various cities, all artists, each city or state have independent artists that are hot, they're smoking, you know what I'm saying, that are, they're popping, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But say to me being a mixtape DJ, you know what I'm saying, I tell a lot of artists, like, man, it's nothing for me to do your mixtape about it, or, this and the third, but you gotta have a plan for that, you gotta, where you go social network, or you gotta, have your Twitter, you know what I'm saying, your blog and stuff, it's becoming, your grind is extra as an artist, you know what I'm saying?
And you gotta market yourself now.
Yeah, some don't know it. Some back in the day, you could put a mixtape out and as a back in the day, if I got a hard copy of a CD from an artist or a mixtape, I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And you were more excited to see a video, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays, you gotta have it on, certain blogs like live mixtapes, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have it on World Star, your videos, your campaign gotta look crazy, you know what I'm saying? For as you, but at the same time, from an A&R or a DJ, oh man, he's popping in Atlanta, or he's popping out in LA, but you also see him on the, on the net. So you're like, damn, they getting it in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, so it got to be a 360 nowadays. From an artist standpoint, whether you indie artist, it's gonna be a little harder. But if you're a star or a hot ass rapper, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna give, people that are, your fans or that don't really have access to you, they can see your vlog or see you on Twitter or Instagram. It's more exciting. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a new guy in the game, you know what I'm saying? You gotta create that. You gotta make them. You gotta kind of, fool them a little bit that you popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you want to draw people into you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I see that, and I noticed that recently when I dropped my mixtape recently, and I had some cats on there from L.A. and I was in L.A. for the Power Show, and I heard these guys on the station every damn few minutes. I was like, damn, so I put them on my project. So when I blasted my project out, my mixtape or whatever last week, and the guys that from L.A. that I had on there, they actually tweeted it out, and I saw how people fuck with it. I said, damn, you know what I'm saying? They really got it. They really got it on lock in their area, but at the same time, they got a fan base. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see the same thing with artists. Yeah. I interview some artists. Some artists, I can see the traffic coming. I notice I see a spike in the traffic coming from that one state. I've had it a couple of times. Say a state like Ohio. Ohio normally isn't the number one, normally a big traffic source for me, but with that interview with that artist, Ohio for that day is gonna outrank New York, Texas, California, all those major hub states that you normally get traffic from. That this little state is gonna just pop up and beat them by probably double digits, triple digits sometimes, just because that following is so strong in the artist.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's what I'm.
but also so that they get in, they understand. You know what I'm saying? You got to step it up.
Yeah. So we have like our final question. I have before the final question, I have what's the difference between for you when you're DJing like a mixtape or doing a party? What's the environment? How's the vibe different from each aspect?
I mean, with me, I try to make this is my first mixtape that I put together myself just like, but I try to give the person a feel that if if you a follower, you know what I'm saying, me to different venues or whatever, it's like okay, MLK in the car. You know what I'm saying? It's like okay, you actually, you know what I'm saying. Whether if you come to the club, rock with me, and you put your CD in, everything still in motion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can actually, it's the same thing, but also on the flip side of it, a mixtape with me, you also see my range, like what I'm into everything. You know what I'm saying? Because certain venues I really just can't go in depth. You know what I'm saying? But if you actually get a mixtape from me, I can go in depth with more. Okay, I'm into, you know what I'm saying? I'm into R&B. I'm into the dance, and pop. You know what I'm saying? You'll get the full range of me. You know what I'm saying? But you get a sprinkle of it in the club, but you go get the whole nine, the whole package. With a mixtape.
So what kind of advice would you give a young person that wants to become a DJ?
I mean, pretty much, man. They just better know. It's not no overnight thing. You know what I'm saying? And knowing what kind of DJ that you want to be. You know what I'm saying? People don't know that it's different. It's performance DJs. Those are the turntablists that want to do the tricks and blah 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 and the third. And you have some like you got some that they play some good ass music, but at the same time they know they crowd. You know what I'm saying? You got the one they understand the whole system. You know what I'm saying? You got the techno. Of course, you got the techno and the the different genres. But just in my world, I look at me. I can either I'm finna bump it down and practice the art form and turntables like you can actually perform and be a performance DJ, or you can be the other guy that can rock a damn party. You know what I'm saying? And get the job done. You know what I'm saying? The promoter, please. The manager, please. Then the third. You understand. You understand the DJ. You know what I'm saying? Understand the actual the art form, but also understand the club aspect. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the club DJ. But if you can tie all of them into, you know what I'm saying? Just know you just got to know. At the end of the day, to know what kind. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some that they just spend so much time trying to learn how to do tricks and shit that they can't rock a party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can't goddamn. You know what I'm saying? They want not to rock a party because they just spend so much time trying to goddamn do backspins and crab and all that stuff. They don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much how it is in my world. Like I can't go in the venue that I'm in. You can get away with it just a small bit, a small portion. But they even paid your ass to rock their venue. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear all that damn scratching and beat juggling and all that. They want you to come there and goddamn, okay, MLK is known for rocking a damn party, you know what I'm saying? And blah, 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 and go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just knowing, just knowing your lane. Knowing what lane you want to set yourself in and just, sticking with it.
All right. So is there any projects or anything you want to promote so you can tell us? Anything you're working on?
I just dropped my recent mixtape. The title "Good Night Don't Exist in Atlanta." It's a tweet that I've been putting out for years.
Right.
It got popular. It got popular in the social world. But it's out. You go live mixtape and get it. I'm working on volume 2. I'm actually working on turning that into an actual EP album. As well. But
All right.
grind mode, man. Money don't sleep, brother.